is going to be a class show. Why? Because I literally have asked you guys on Alexa social media in a poll. And if you're not following me on Instagram, get over and on that. It's my name, Goldman Power. So like all my other social media platforms. Out DAR. So straight away, what we're talking about is special foods that I recommend to eat organically, and secondly, growing the four. So four and four, four fours, 16. But double four is eight. I don't know why I decided to do maths there. It just came to me. Straight away, in off the bat, it's going to be broken down. I'm going to flip a coin. Okay. Heads, we're going with special foods. Tails, we're going with organic growing. I've never done this before, but I think it's essential. I'm going to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, right? Flipping it. Tails it is. I actually officially forgot which one it was. So I'm going to go with special foods because I've written that down first. It's just headings here because I can talk literally all day about these. The first, of which items I highly recommend to each and everybody out the other side of it is, maca powder. You literally, it's an adaptogenic herb. You add it to the finest of smoothies. You add it into oats. I do love it. With Merry Mill, they are fairly unbelievable, Jeff. Organic. They're based in Laois in itself, another blue white county. Water obviously better, you know what I mean? And it's something that I've been taking religiously in the morning, and I suppose it has high antioxidants. It's actually in the same family as the likes of broccoli, so it's a brassica. It typically comes from the likes of Peru, where the potato comes from as well, and that is something that I have seen even growing in Ireland, but it's not becoming extremely popular yet. Kind of thinking as in my head as a business idea, but we shan't go there just yet today. So maca is definitely one of the things. And to tell you what it tastes like if you haven't ever tried it, it's kind of like a butterscotch. And I used to be someone that really, really loved butter biscuits. Yeah, I used to love them. Mom used to have them, I'm going to say, at Christmas, the tin, and I used to eat a good belt of them. I'm on to different things. I'm on to the maca powder. As soon as I found that, I switched over. Taking a drink of a lovely herbal tea there. So that's definitely straight away off the bat. And it's really important for both men and women, but in particular, I know that women would gain the advantage of balancing their hormones, balancing their estrogen and their post-estrogen, with women in particular, more so the likes of people in perimenopause or menopause stage. And actually, we talked a little bit about that in a separate podcast if you haven't listened to it, with an expert on menopause. I can't remember what show it was called. But nonetheless, it's literally back there. I'm going to say less than a month. If you haven't checked it out, I would highly recommend it. The second, which usually for myself end up getting combined in a yogurt, is cacao, right? Okay, the cacao has benefits. Again, another adaptogenic herb, just literally high antioxidants. High antioxidants reduce stress in the body, whether it's a form of an antioxidant food, such as we'll take example of beetroot, because I'm going to have that for my lunch. Yes, it's in season. Yes, I grow it. Yep, get on it. This stuff is amazing balls. Eat it, drink it, consume it any which way you like. And it is delicious. Just roast the beetroot, literally like a spud, cut it in half, pop it in the oven, take it out 20, 30 minutes later, job done. Amazing. So getting back to cacao, but also has similar benefits to beetroot. It always goes back to the veg, doesn't it? It is something that again dilates your blood vessels, which means you literally get more vitamins and minerals going to where they need to go. So that's why with both cacao and the likes of beetroot, we kind of double batch in here. 4 special foods turns into 5. Beetroot and cacao in combination, which I love talking about food and then actually putting it in a smoothie or in the next meal item that I'm going to have. Yes, let's do that. So that is cacao. It is getting, again, those vitamins and minerals to exactly the muscles and or the organs that need that extra boost in itself, because for the most part, most people are under eating and under eating real foods. There's beetroot, cacao, or maca powder, right? They're all from plants. They're all literally, again, from God's earth. And maybe some religion in there. From this earth that we live on. And as a result of that, it's something that I do recommend to people to add in. Firstly, because of that kind of extra vitamins boost from all the other foods you're eating in your diet. But on top of that, it's also important for you to realize that cacao is magnesium. Magnesium is used for over 300 processes in the body. The body's taking magnesium tablets and they're not eating enough magnesium foods. Like, I have no problem. I would, also even myself, take a magnesium tablet, but I'm also eating cacao. I'm also eating all the greens, such as anything that's in season. Okay, kale, a no-brainer. Okay, get on it. Add it to a smoothie. And why I say smoothies is because that's what I'm recommending to kids. That's what I'm recommending to people that I'm training online. And it's just one of those things. It's a tick box. You eat it. Add other foods you like the taste of, and it literally is something that's a winner for your overall health, which everyone who's listening to this podcast is going to gain the advantage of in itself. Right. So that's really important, that magnesium. It reduces stress, it increases your energy levels, and it is something that, okay, again, the majority of people are under consuming because we're not eating enough greens. We're not, again, hitting our daily recommended amount of it, magnesium, which is 300 milligrams. I just know that because I've done the maths ahead of time. I've done the homework. I've done the study. I wrote the book, and I definitely would put that fact in that in itself. So anyone suffering with sleep, it's really important to get magnesium. Anyone suffering with low energy levels, it's really important to get magnesium. If you want to be healthy, it's kind of important to get magnesium. So that comes from greens, that comes from cacao, which are real foods. Get on it. Don't be afraid of them. They're beautiful. All right. Then the third one, a classic. And the fourth one, you'll be surprised at what it is. So we're going on to the third. Okay, the third is walnuts. Okay. Walnuts for brain function. Walnuts for healthy fats. Okay. Two things that are essential for you functioning at optimal levels. Okay, but not only that, healthy fats, they're high in omega-3. Omega-3 is anti-inflammatory. I'm definitely going to have an unbelievable smoothie with cacao, with beetroot and walnuts and maca powder. And I definitely will be adding the last one to it. But you can do this. I should actually do a reel on this right now. And I may stay tuned for the reel. So the idea is, right, walnuts are high in that anti-inflammatory omega-3, which again is essential. It's a healthy fat. We must consume healthy fats on a daily basis. If you are currently or had previously been on a low diet, your skin isn't what it should be. Your overall, I'm going to say, health isn't what it actually could be. So adding in these classics, walnuts, right? You don't have to eat the whole packet. I don't want people to buy packets and start eating them as snacks and alone. They are an addition to a meal. And the meal that I had as of yesterday with walnuts in it was goat cheese. And I had beetroot in it because beetroot's in. If you're not on the beetroot buzz, get on the beets. So don't miss a beet. Actually, I think I'm doing comedy there soon, but we'll talk about that later. So beetroot with, again, a bed of greens, whatever. I think the greens that I had, I'm drinking a variety of greens or greens to most people, but it was rocket. Okay, finish off our rocket, and now we're finishing and starting more so the summer salads. Okay, the cos, the butterheads, the lovely soft lettuces, and after that, I put balsamic vinegar, extra virgin olive oil. I put goat's cheese. I diced it up. It was delicious, and I sliced up an apple. Boom! That's literally a perfect meal that has complex carbohydrates in all your different fruits. The fruits being the apple, and also those butternut squash in there as well. Amazing. You just literally roast that, have it in the fridge, chop it up, and add it to dishes throughout the week. It's a no-brainer. Then we're going towards the likes of your complete protein in the goat's cheese and your healthy fats in the walnuts and the extra virgin olive oil. So though extra virgin olive oil also high in omega-3, another one to you to add into your diet. Don't ever be worried about, because 1, 2, and we'll say 3 of the top 4 foods that I have here in front of me are things that do contain healthy fats. Most people must increase the amount of foods that they eat, and either, because I have on my books at the minute, which I actually have a waiting list for the first time ever. Yes, oh yay. It's something that most people are under eating. They're under eating even healthy fats. They're under-eating on protein, and for the most part, they're overeating on carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are not the devil. It's just the carbohydrates are easy to find, and chocolate is a carbohydrate. Just telling you that straight away off the bat. Okay, says the third, walnuts added in to the Waldorf salad. And I'm not 100% sure, even if that's what I mean, but add walnuts to your salads with goat cheese or with anything else. And you could most certainly add it to the fourth item here. That's definitely not going in my smoothie. It is protein with collagen. Nope, and it's not from a powder. It's actually from the likes of chicken skin and chicken in itself from organic sources. Free range, definitely you can get your hands on it. But for the most part, it is in a higher percentage the collagen found in the likes of the chicken wings in itself, and its skin located just on the outside of the flesh. Because just like fruity vegetables, most of the benefits of my mouth is watering food items are located, okay, just either below the skin or as a part of it. Okay, so chicken skin, yeah, does contain the likes of collagen, but we are, again, for the most part, throwing away that and either giving it to the animals or throwing it into the bin. And what I want you to know is, okay, I have no problem with people taking protein with collagen added into it in itself. I haven't consumed it. It's not something that I need, because I really do. I would eat the skin of chicken. I would, and also another place to find collagen in a protein food source as well is in the likes of pork. So and again, I have no affiliation, but I'm a firm believer in pointing people in the right direction. I know of several different ones across Ireland and that are free range and organic. And one of the ones that actually be visiting on the cycle from Malin to Mizen, the longest Malin to Mizen cycle, is the likes of Peter Toomey, based down in Cork. He's based in Glanmire. Okay, so as a result of that, it's Glenbrook Farm. Okay, Glenbrook Farm is after hooking up with Cork Rooftop Garden with Brian McCarthy, and we'll be visiting there on the week of the 24th, because we're starting in Donegal, starting in Portnoon, all the way coming down the line to Sligo, to Clive Bright in Ray Ruminair. We go down to Mad Yoke. Brian, again, second name has evaded me, all about eggs, and he's mad about veg as well. Then we go over to the likes of Brookfield Farm, Feed Exchange. Following that, we go down to Forbia Farm in Portlaoise, and we go to James Whelan Butchers. Following that, it's in Tipperary, and next stop we have is Ballymaloe, followed by the visit to Peter and Brian at Cork Rooftop and Glenbrook Farm in Glanmire. And last one, we are heading down to Dunmanway to my man John Kingston, right, and his farm that was another regenerative agriculture based individual. So all the time it's really going to these places where, again, you can get that pork that is of high quality, that eating the fat would be beneficial towards anybody in itself, because it is something that more and more people are not eating enough of real foods. We're actually under eating on the good stuff, and we're overeating on the SH1T, and that's not helpful in itself. So all the time, if more people ate these different types of foods, it would be the game changer for everybody. Right, so those are the likes of the top 4 food items that I'm going to say I do recommend. The special foods, right, in the organic section, yes, you can get all those quite easily organic, and I do recommend it. Okay, next thing we're going on to is the finest of, okay, organic veg growing, top 4 no-brainer veg to consume. Straight away at the top, the tip, we have rainbow chard. If you're not on the rainbow chard buzz, I highly recommend it. It's literally, if you have an area of ground that you're literally looking after this moment in time, you have a shrub or two, take up the shrub and put in 5 rainbow chard seeds, which are massive and real easy to sow. Okay, they literally will take off in a yogurt tub, right? That is something that I want you to start using. And after that, you can line yourself up for being self-sufficient in greens. You won't have to buy any of the spinach or the salads at all, because they'll be flying up and they'll end up reseeding by the end of the year, and you'll never have to sow them again. That's the way they go. They're a great crop. They're super. If you have a small bit of a tunnel or a lean-to, they will literally thrive. And how you form a lean-to is a bit of perspex, a sheet of plastic up against a wall, put them into a pot, and they'll fly it. So that is definitely the first one. Again, that is a green that is high in magnesium. No brainer for anybody looking to be healthier and start growing this year. And if you're not growing this year, right, you're missing a trick here. It's real easy. I'm showing people all around the country from top to toe between different retreats, different events, county councils, schools. If you want me to come to your school, if you want me to come to your community, get in contact. And that's literally what we can make you guys get on the good stuff, as I say. Next thing, okay? And Rainbow Charts, to tell you, is in the same family as beetroot. Winning. After that, we go on to apples. If you have not an apple tree, even two of them, or a fruit tree for that matter, a pear, conference, an amazing variety. It's self-pollinating. Get on it. You just put, how do you literally become more self-sufficient? You dig a hole, you put in a fruit tree, and literally 3 years later, you have 100 apples at minimum each and every year. That is just the best thing you can possibly do. If you're not on it, get on it immediately. Apples and pears are natural, okay, prebiotics. They feed your beneficial gut bacteria. They improve your mood. They improve your skin health. Stop buying the collagen stuff. Eat the chicken. Eat literally foods that haven't been sprayed top to toe with harsh chemicals, and you will look so much better. Like, I look amazing right now. My skin is just like 10 out of 10. All right, it's not 10 out of 10, but it's a hell of a lot better because I used to suffer with spots, and I used to have the likes of autoimmune diseases with asthma, as well as the devilish, I'm going to say, eczema on the backs of my hands and the backs of my legs. I'm completely eradicated of that. My skin health is a hell of a lot better now, ever since the age of 24, when I started eating a hell of a lot more and growing and grounding and everything else that also reduce inflammation. And that's what I want people to do, because it's not an extraordinary that I'm doing. It's just actually ordinary things done extremely well. All right. And the third of the fourth is potatoes, lads. If you haven't a clear bit of ground, I'm putting in the week of, I'm going to say, second week of May, I'm putting in Connect. It's a variety of potatoes that's blight resistant. I'm putting them into the ground. I will be harvesting in that school come September, October, and might be even leaving in the ground till November. I'm also really bad at the months of the year. That's the thing I'll never forget. So that's what I want you to do. Like, the flashback from school just came there. I remember actually being asked to say and get right before I could sit down the 12 months of the year by a teacher in primary school. Oh my God, I could not get it right. Could not get it right. I was missing. I was like on 11. I kept getting not 12. I was like, there has to be no 12th one. Anyway, go back to the likes of potatoes. A no-brainer. That variety again is called Connect. You can get them from the likes of Fruit Hill Farm, no affiliation again, just literally pointing people in the right direction of the real foods to grow for yourself. Tell them I sent you. They might give you a couple of euros off. Yep. Also another variety I really enjoy and want people to consume is Arran Victory. They're a purple potato, and again, they are slightly blight resistant, and they have higher antioxidants than normal potatoes. But another real blight resistant variety is Sopomira, another beautiful large potato that I love to grow and I've planted myself and in several other locations around the country. So after that, the fourth, the final, classic, probably my favorite. Hard to pick them. It's like asking me which is my favorite child. Tomatoes. Okay, if you haven't started your seeds yet, you can't really grow them again. And I'm going to shout out Sabine here. Sabine from Clane. No second names. As someone says to me, come on, don't worry about it. I have 4 tomato plants here, but I'll just sow more if you want more. I'm going, Sabine, we can't do that. I can't wait to send her this. You can't catch up. One thing about growing, you can't speed it up, you can't slow it down. All right. What you can do is you can buy plants. You don't even buy them from me. You can buy plants, but it's great to grow your own, specifically either a cherry or a plum or a beefy, if that's whatever one you prefer, and gain the advantage of those in itself. So those classic ones that I do enjoy would be either a purple variety or sugar grape is one I'm growing this year from Seeds Ireland. I do have a discount code for that. That is Coleman5, Seeds Ireland based in Limerick. Yes, I do have affiliation with them. Yes, I'm delighted to have that. Go on, it's a good thing. and tomatoes being a natural mood improver, they're a game changer. I just want you to literally grow something for yourself and grow your own or buy it, whatever you do, add it to your diet. These foods taste class. These foods are amazing. Okay. Growing organically is the future. Okay. Because actually was the past, and we're going back to the past because what happened in between was not so fun for anyone. And with so many people not feeling as good as they possibly could, chronic illnesses on the rise, and mental health being a major issue also, foods benefit each one of those. Tick box, tick box. All right. So that was kind of a class, I'm going to say, podcast in itself for me to record because it's what you were looking for, right? The 4 special foods again: the maca, the cacao, the walnuts, the protein from the likes of the chicken skin. Yep. Oh yeah. And again, obviously, the better food source of chicken, the better quality of collagen you're going to get. And again, stop spending money on the stupid collagen in the shops. Buy the organic chicken, get the free range, do your best to get the best foods into your diet for your health, right? The 4 organic veg, we're going with chard, a no-brainer. The bloody green fly, don't attack it. The best of, okay, slugs won't get it. After that, we have apples and fruit trees, and it's a dig a hole, put it in, boom, get it done. Potatoes, no-brainer. Again, the 3 varieties I'd recommend: South O'Meara, Connect. Yep, these are varieties you'd never heard the name of. They're not called roosters. They're not called British Queens. They're not a bad spot either. But they're Iron Victory, another lovely spot. Final food item: tomatoes. Tomatoes. I spent too long in New York last year. All right. Or not. This is the finish of this week's show. I just want to literally say thanks so much for tuning in to this week's episode. All right. And if you wouldn't mind doing me a massive favor, all right, just sharing it on the social media platforms. That really helps me. Costs you absolutely nothing. Right. Just gets it out to the audience members of other people that would like and gain the advantage from this free info. Right. If anyone is looking for, again, either grow your own and or to be part of the online organic nutrition and fitness programs with myself, I have a waiting list and can put you on that for the month of June. We can start you guys rocking and rolling there, right? Focusing on nutrition, exercise for the majority of people to, I'm going to say, lose weight, but also improve their gut health, which is a massive knock-on effect to everything else in between to be touched on this week's podcast. All right, stay tuned, stay classy, and keep it organic. Get on that good stuff.